themselves and pay for their own business, you know what happens? They take it for granted and you lose your money. Most of them quit. Most of them do. Let them find their own money for the business. So a lot of people think they can buy their way into success in network marketing. It's not going to happen. And so, you know, we can't create our own system. The system is already in place. The other reason most people fail is because they don't have confidence. And there is no confidence because they don't treat it like a business. They don't invest into their products. They don't attend meetings. They're not coachable. So the confidence level will never build. So if you're not confident in something, people know right away that you're not confident in the business, and they do not want to join people who are not confident. And if you're not confident, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to quit. Okay? The next reason that I have why people fail in network marketing is they don't know the compensation. If you cannot explain your money, you cannot close properly. If Ardyss pays us 12 ways, you ought to be able to riddle off those 12 ways to pay and explain it properly to prospects. And then the other reason I have is you don't understand the industry of network marketing. What is it all about? We are talking about we don't have a middleman. We're talking about the products coming directly from the manufacturer to the consumer, which costs the product to have a reasonable price. And instead of them paying advertising costs, they pay the distributors the commission. And so that's how we are able to make money because of this awesome system. And we call it the business of the 21st century. And, you know, speaking to people, most people don't even bring that up in their language. They don't discuss it at all. Most people are just comfortable telling people how good the products are and nothing else. We need to be more versed. We need to have the proper language on our tongue when we're trying to close. And so the other reason I have why people fail in network marketing, they're not consistent. It takes 3 to 5 years to learn how to do this. People have been broke for 30 years and want to become rich in a month. So if after a month passes and they don't sign up anyone, they quit the business. That's not consistency. And the thing of it is, and it takes me back to not treating the business like a business, because if you understand business or if you speak to a business person, they will tell you, if you go to the bank, most banks will not give loans for new businesses because 85% of new businesses fail within the first year because most people do not have the capital in order to sustain it, because it takes time for people to know that you're even in business. Advertise. That's why you have to get your product out there. That's why you have to give away free stuff. So we're talking about not understanding what it is to do business. So if you don't understand, then you're not going to be consistent. And then the other reason I have why people fail in network marketing, they don't want to develop leadership skills. They don't want to lead people. They want to make money, but they don't want to lead people. The money in this business is leading an organization. You must be ready to read some books and to develop your personal skills so you are able to inspire your team. A leader who does not inspire their team will expire, because most people need leadership. Most people, so you must develop your leadership skills in order to be successful. And when you don't, the next reason is you're going to run from obstacles instead of facing the problem. You don't want to deal with it, and so you're not dealing with your team issues, so your team is going to quit. And so if your team quits, then you feel that you're a failure and you're going to quit. So you're going to fail network marketing. And the other reason I have why people fail in network marketing is that because you don't have the leadership skills, you want the team to do what you're not prepared to do. And so that's lack of leadership. So your team won't do what you want to do. And in that, we're talking about developing the proper attitude. You know, if you're, every time something happens, you're negative about something and you're speaking bad about the company, I always tell people, you cannot curse what you expect to bless you. And so if there's an obstacle, your job is to put on your thinking cap and figure out how to deal with it. So you have to have a positive attitude, otherwise you're going to quit. Every have a business and they ordered $8,000 worth of products from China. And for some reason, the trailer got lost and they were not able to get their product. Something happened and the insurance company did not pay. For some reason, there was some technicality. Do you know what happened? They lost $8,000. But guess what? They didn't close down their business. They had to find that money again. And they are still in business today. They lost $8,000 worth of product. So that's an obstacle a traditional business had to overcome, and they're still in business. I was like, when I heard that, it just blew my mind because, you know, little simple things cause us to quit. The other thing I want to talk about is not being prepared. Most people cannot succeed because they don't want to prepare themselves. They don't want to have products. They don't want to have garments. You want to be in business, but you know you're going to fail. People who do business have inventory. People need to know that you are serious about your business. You would want people to invest in you, so you have to invest in yourself first. And so you have to be prepared in order to do business. Most people fail again because they want to work alone. They don't want to play team. You can't do this on your own. It's a team effort. It's called network marketing. You have a network of people that you have to work with. If you didn't want to work with a team of people, then you should have saved some money or borrowed the money and be in the traditional field where you don't have anyone saying anything to you or anyone coaching you in anything because you want to do this on your own. So when you want to do stuff on your own, then the traditional field is the field for you. So that's why most people fail as well. And then on top of that, when you want to work alone, you're going to miss a whole lot of things. A lot of things you're going to miss. And it's going to cost you to fail. You have to play team. And then a lot of people fail as well because they don't have enough motivation. The why is not strong enough. Some people just join because they want to take a vacation. So what happens if you don't take a vacation? If you don't get to take a vacation, then you're going to quit. Your why has to be so strong as to why you do this business. Otherwise, you're not going to stick. You're not going to stick. And the other reason I have is that people want the money but don't want to do the work. You know, and it's really sad because, you know, you would work hard for someone for 25 years and you would get up every morning and you would go to work because you're satisfied with a $300 a week or $500 a week paycheck, so you're okay with that. But when it comes time to your own business, it's a different ball game. Entrepreneurs work harder, and we have to get that in mind. But we do make more money than you being on someone's job. Another reason a lot of people fail in network marketing is because of greed. The twin killers of success is impatience and greed. You don't want to wait, you want it all now. And so what happens is you have a lot of people who are leaders on teams. They're very, very greedy. And when you're greedy, you end up hurting your team. You can't be greedy. You have to be graceful. You have to be humble. And you have to be able to help people. That's very, very important. If you just recruit, you spend the whole month, you just recruiting, you didn't call a team member yet for the month. And if you work that month and say you didn't recruit anybody, then coming down to the end of the month, the 1 or 2 days before the end of the month, then you start calling your team about placing a recurring order. They're not hearing you. And so that doesn't work. So you're going to fail. And the other reason a lot of people fail in network marketing is because they do not give their prospects the entire story. You give them a game just to get them in the system and to get $190. You do not tell them about recurring order. You do not tell them about a system. You don't tell them about a weekly meeting. You don't tell them it takes 3 to 5 years to do this. You just want that bonus and nothing else. And so people come in with the wrong ideas about this business. And when they come in with the wrong idea, then they badmouth the company and they badmouth the industry. And when that happens, then there will be no teamwork and there will be no duplication. And so the other reason why people fail in network marketing is because there is no duplication. You will have people tell you what to do, and you know it works, and you wouldn't tell your team member to do the exact same thing. It will not work if your team members are not duplicating what you are doing. Your business is going to fail. The team has to know what works and what works for you. If you don't believe in it working for you, then you ought not to be doing the business because you don't believe in it. So, which means then a lot of people fail as well because they don't believe in the system. They want the money, but don't believe in the system and don't believe in what they're doing, and that causes you to fail. And you know, I can go on